match. We'll be going to Smashville, the classic, the ye old classic. Startville, as it was.
Startville.
Yeah, just those days.
Let Itville. Let it start.
Let Itville.
No, I'm kind of, I don't know. I find myself in a scenario where I kind of wanted Mark to just do the ditto. I feel like for ESAM, as you were mentioning, he's gone up against some of the best Lucinas and won.
So, I think I might have an idea behind this, because it is best of 5 territory now with top 8. So you get a game to work with. Also, Lucina getting the option of Smashville, Lucina wants the ledge trap, and this is the shortest range Lucina has to work to get you to that corner. Now, this also works for Pikachu in terms of being able to combo on that center platform. You got to watch out for that. But you see right here already, he's been able to keep ESAM in the corner, which keeps Pikachu from being on the move, and that is enormous in this matchup.
Ooh, gonna get nicked by that Thunder Jolt right there, but able to up immediately right back to the ledges. ESAM trying to put the movement showcase on ShinyMark here with the quick attacks into the ground, but coming up a little bit short.
Ooh, yeah, then we're going to see that dash attack. Going to put a little bit of pressure on stage, but you got to keep in mind, man, ShinyMark, even though it kind of looks like ESAM's kind of been in control here, ShinyMark's got the lead at the moment, and it's mostly just due to these trades and hits, we're kind of hitting each other. Lucina does more damage overall, so even if Pikachu does a lot more hits in general, it doesn't mean they're going to be having a lead here.
Hey, we're already seeing here, too, with, forced positioning was the start, what gave ShinyMark that massive lead. As soon as they had to fight in center stage, he finds it down here and gets the KO, and I'm going to forget my entire thing I was going to talk about that. Koopa.
Yeah, ESAM, unfortunately, telegraphing his hand right there, going for the hard read with the F smash and, going to get killed for his pains here. But still has ShinyMark in a pretty favorable position if you're ESAM. That's going to be a regrab scenario right here. And, yep, the regular getup will at least avoid the Thunder Jolt, but you cannot avoid the down smash as Pikachu backs it up. Waits for that second stock to start.
Backing up.
But I actually like what I'm seeing so far from ShinyMark. I was a little bit hesitant at the start. I was like, I don't know so much about the Lucina pick, but he's very quickly proven to me, all right, you know how to hang. He's swinging. He's able to swat out ESAM pretty consistently. He got caught by the Thunder Jolt there, which is going to lead to a good amount of damage here and put him in the back foot, but he's been doing a decent job of fighting his way back into center stage.
Yeah, another solid thing that works in terms of Lucina in this matchup is that at Hyper Sense, Lucina's got the kill power window because Lucina is going to be able to punish any whiff dash attacks or any grabs. So ESAM's got to win in terms of finding those combo strings, find that drag down, and win what happened with first stock, that down smash at the ledge. If he can kill early, he'll be fine, but as the set progresses and the damage gets higher, it goes into Lucina's favor.
Right. We're going to be getting into the second stocks here. Getting towards the end of them, too. We got 116, 128. Man, how many dash attacks does it take to kill this Lucina? The world may never know because we're probably not going to get another one. Who knows?
I wouldn't put it past ESAM.
Uh-oh. Whoa, that was quite an angle to get back to the stage, but quick attack, still one of the best recovery moves in the game. Just pretty much almost guarantees Pikachu a safe recovery in general. But now we got ShinyMark off stage here, 158. Still not dying.
Yeah, that neutral air, not up to you said. The up throw, everybody put your hands up. And that is going to be... raise the roof. So ESAM up one stock here and a nice great. I missed it.
I like it.
All of that for a drop of blood. Literally just annoyed him for a second and then still died to on the other side.
Oh, man. It's like, I know we made a reference earlier, but it's like Riley when he does all the crossover stuff but can't make a shot.
Oh, man.
Yo.
It's going to be tough. So far, this is as close as it gets, right? We got ourselves last stock. Fairly similar percents here, and I think it will be easier in terms of raw KO power for Lucina to get the KO earlier, but ESAM does have the offstage in his favor here, so we're going to see how it pans out.
Yeah, it's been really huge for ESAM on the ledge here.
I guess that's how it pans out.
Wow, yeah, they're very good.
Yeah.
Very good.
And then there's those winning lottery numbers.
Like you said, Koopa, huge dub. Just catching them right at the end there. Honestly, I think a big majority of why ShinyMark was able to stay in that match the entire time was the small stage in those forced ledge traps. We saw it over and over again, the swat-aways we mentioned before, and just being able to consistently pressure him. But the problem is, as the match progresses, you do get into these weird situations where you have to possibly dodge those Thunder Jolts at the ledge and just the pressure that Pikachu could put on.
Yeah, it was definitely an awkward exchange where, you know, you don't want to burn your double jump because you're anticipating that Thunder Jolt, you know, creeping underneath the stage to catch you. So that's probably why ShinyMark immediately was like, okay, you know, I think I'm low enough to the stage where even if I can maybe like magnet hands back or still catch the ledges on my jump, and you know, unfortunately the judgment call was off. So you know, we'll see if that phase him going into that next game because he was doing really well. You know, he was keeping it very, very close here. So let's see if that's first step is what ESAM needed to you know, put a chokehold on this, or if ShinyMark will continue to keep it that way.
I mean, right now, it definitely seems like ESAM is putting him in a chokehold. I mean, that's going to get the jab reset, going to get the forward smash as well. 93% though, not going to be enough to end the stock, but ESAM certainly shooting out like a bat out of hell, just putting out a lot of damage.
Yeah, I mean, that's the way to say it. A lot of damage and not quite a stock. The forward smash, not quite juicy enough to get the KO. Good enough DI coming out from ShinyMark there, but we'll see how much you can extend this stock, right? Okay, you've survived 2 different scenarios where you could have potentially lost your stock. How are you going to answer for that? How many hits are you going to get before it actually goes away?
And good job getting away from that ledge trap, that nair to roll back to try and keep ESAM stuck in shield there to potentially get a KO, and then eventually finding center stage and still finding the KO himself. That was really impressive on ESAM to just dodge all of that from Lucina.
Yeah, this certainly isn't out of ShinyMark's hands yet. They can definitely find a way to turn this around. Lucina, again, we talked about many times. Strong character overall. Strong fundamentals can carry this character, and just getting some pretty, you know, solid, consistent kills, all sorts of stuff. But man, the way that ESAM's playing right now, he's getting at least 20% extra credit here, and he's just going to continue to just barely get a little bit going. So I mean, honestly, it's up to ShinyMark to make some strong, maybe some like really brave plays that you probably wouldn't really go for.
Up tilt will connect right there, but still not enough to take that first stock from ESAM, as a couple Thunder Jolts will buy him some time. But the nair at the ledge will eliminate that stock. So ShinyMark, you know, despite all of the things that happened that first stock, still able to maintain it pretty close, sub 40% on his second stock.
And because he kept that damage so low at 34, one interaction win got him up to 47 to 62. Now we're in an even game. Now ESAM is getting a lot of data on his recovery habits. He put out Thunder earlier to see if he would jump. He went low that time without the Thunder to recognize if he would jump. He did it again there too. Now he's going to catch on to when he finally air dodges, and that spike might come.
Wow, and I actually love the recovery to get back on the stage there from ShinyMark, keeping toe-to-toe with ESAM here, and he's been throwing out these falling nairs to try to catch ESAM on the lip of the edge, but wasn't able to get it that time around. Does have him nearing that KO. Hold on. What are you going to do? Storm? Yeah, I was like, you can't really kill here, right? But that'll do it. That's the setup.
I mean, hey, this is what I'm talking about, man. All of a sudden, ShinyMark's got a lead. It was a great back air just to be able to close out that stock, but I mean, now we got ESAM on the offensive.
Nice.
Great tech, though. Going to be able to stay alive.
And somehow not dying after that second downer attempt as well. This is, yeah, ESAM's going to get aggro while he's at low percent because he's could be willing to trade there, right? You could possibly snipe a trade KO, but now things are getting pretty bad for ESAM here.
Ooh, that's a lot of rage, too.
That's a lot of rage.
Yeah, it's getting caught by all of these big hitboxes from Lucina. Great catch with the down smash right there to catch ESAM decking. The drop zone forward air. See you later. Game 3 coming up, tied up 1 apiece.
That was
My
great.
goodness.
I love that.
Yeah, every single bit of that. The tech chase, obviously down tilt check chase into down smash is so good to begin with, but you have to push. And he said it right on cue. End it. He's like, you got him off stage? Go get him. Like, he's either going to go for a quick attack at a low recovery angle, or what we saw that skull bash a little bit off cue, and just you make him feel fear in those positions where Pikachu doesn't normally feel them. Now you have to worry about that as the set progresses.
Yeah, you love watching these players whenever there's that smell of blood in the water. They know when's the right time to press the envelope. Like, you know, the term used a lot is the term heat check. You know, you're feeling yourself, you're winning a couple of exchanges in neutral, you hit some things you probably weren't supposed to hit, but they worked anyway. So then you're just like, all right, let me chuck it up from half court and see if this does it. And sure enough, you know, everything that ShinyMark was putting together on that last stock worked really, really well because, you know, like we mentioned, it was pretty close, all things considered, going into that. But then once the momentum started building for ShinyMark, ESAM was not able to recover. So we're at least going to see a 4th game here. Pokemon Stadium 2 will be the choice. What do you think of the stage choice here, Ajax?
So it's a much wider stage. Obviously, we talked about the beginning. Everything Lucina is able to get off of pushing you immediately to the corner off of like one interaction. That's where Lucina wants to be. You get ledge traps. Now with all this room to work with, we talked about this many times throughout the day, separation. Pikachu does not have separation anxiety, but he likes being able to make people feel like they can't get in on him to hug the rat. So using Thunder Jolts, being able to run away and make it so those ledge traps aren't nearly as easy, or you just succeed at your own and just get that clean down air and only taking 23% at that.
Oh, man, yeah, we're seeing a lot of Dolphin Slashes come out kind of from ShinyMark here, trying to bring himself back into this, and ESAM just Oh, man.
Whoa.
Wow, that's
Oh, okay. Yeah, I mean, I guess he held on to the ledge just a little too long there, so was able to actually get that hit. But, I mean, that must be what ESAM's looking for. Just some sort of way to disrupt them holding on to ledge too long. I don't know. I feel like Pikachu doesn't really struggle hitting people on ledge in general anyway. But, I mean, I guess it is what it is.
Oh, man. Dolphin Slashers are just like flying, and they're not having the accuracy that they had in that first game. We've seen them whiff it, at least 3, 4, maybe even 5 times at this point. I love the spacing there, though, right? You saw how he stood just far enough back. He's like, I'm a Pikachu player, bro. Like, I'm not going to get hit by this.
I'm sorry, do you know who I play? Weird clank right
Oh,
there.
geez, just rolling back and forth. Gets that hit. Yeah, putting him right off stage.
Hey, look. Sometimes you got to go back to the basics and just mash roll. It's like, well, I can't figure anything out.
And by
So get out
basics,
of
we
here.
mean literally turn your brain off.
Yep.
All right, well, there we go. We're going to get that up here, closing out that second stock. And I mean, this is kind of a situation we saw in last game where ShinyMark was down by quite a bit. It wasn't quite this percentage. It was a little bit closer. But then all of a sudden, ShinyMark, just ground out the matchup, which honestly is what Lucina's best at. Just going to continue just to trade hits or just get some hits slowly but surely, and was able to take the stock. And then we saw how they ended the game, man. Just absolutely tore it up.
Yeah, this has potential to potentially get bad for ShinyMark, but thankfully he's put on a good enough amount of extra credit where the deficit isn't going to be like impossible to come back from.
I agree with that 100% because you were just talking about the deficit. That's not impossible. He died to that down smash. But that forward smash with that rage could have possibly killed Pikachu on that ledge, on that quick attack call.
No!
All right, there, yeah, it's going to jump right off the ledge there with that nair. I mean, honestly, a good move. I don't blame him for going for that. But now we're just going to see how ShinyMark's going to be able to turn this around, trying to put some pressure there, trying to get those forward tilts, trying to hold that shield just for something, but ESAM doesn't care. Oh, my goodness.
He just got right through the electricity. Like,
Is Lucina's sword made out of rubber? I missed something here?
Crazy.
Oh, man.
Lucina got mad that they didn't get the Levin sword. That's what it is.
God, that would have been gross.
That would have.
Yeah, I actually would
That would have been top 1 in this game.
I just say thank you.
All right, here we go, man. ESAM trying to put that pressure down, trying to use those T-jolts, man. He's really good at using them. Not that he is really hard to put them down, but the forward smash not quite going to kill. Throwing out that Thunder once again. Oh!
I like that. That Thunder forces the early recovery. Almost catching with the dash attack. Now, ESAM still up a whole stock, so if he gets one mistake, he's still fine. The up throw cannot kill here yet, so you don't use it. But you already went for the roll last time? Oh, actually still looked for it, but instead waited for him to just hold shield. And then I don't remember the last time I actually saw Lucina's up throw KO.
Ole!
The double roll into walk up, slowly grab and up throw. What a play. I mean, not going to save you here, though, as ESAM does manage to secure game number 3, putting him up a game in the set, and only needing one more to proceed on the loser's side.
Yep.
But, man, I mean, this is it's getting dicey.
I mean, even that last stock right there, right? He forced that jump out of him because he kept conditioning him. He read the roll the first time with the forward smash, didn't die, and then he waited there. He didn't get anything out of that roll on. He stared at him. But that's 2 roll interactions, possibly with the neutral get up that you could get called on too. So what are you going to do in that situation you're pretty scared about? You're probably going to jump. And then he hard calls out that jump. He still had center stage position with low percent. So if you take that fair trade from Lucina, you're fine. You're not going to die. But if you get that hard call, done game.
Easy peasy.
Yep, so we see, it looks like we're going right back to Stadium here as we see ESAM's bands on the screen. It looks like it is Battlefield and Yoshi. So Triplast, not necessarily anything he wanted a part of. As we take a look at the replay here, and oh boy, we got the rats are loose on Pokemon
it's
Stadium.
finally happened.
Don't blame him, I guess. I didn't feel like the Lucina was bad because as we saw at the end of that game too, I felt like the Lucina was really, really
Oh
solid.
no, the echo. My brain. I can't.
But yeah, man, it's going to be Rat Central here.
The wet paper towel. That's what it sounds like every time. It's like the up airs, dude.
It's like when Costa hitting the pavement.
Oh, whose thunder is it?
Every single nair just is like physical torture to my ears. Just like, are they like just tasing us in our brains up top as this goes?
Whatever the opposite of ASMR is, that's what that noise is. But nonetheless, though, right now, ShinyMark looking kind of nice right now.
Who died? Okay, ESAM died. I didn't know who was dead.
Even ESAM had to pause on the Angel platform. He was like, the heck?
Was that me?
All right, well, here we go. We're just trying to get back to stage here. Not going to end the stock, though. That will. Pizza time.
Pizza time, Frisbee. The
Shout out to
Batarang.
Spider-Man 3, I guess.
I mean, we are in New York. Are we going to collectively do the dance after this and we walk down the street?
Oh, no.
All right, nonetheless, though, despite that mysterious first stock being lost from ESAM, he even things up nicely with a great edge guard on his own character. And I feel like at this point it's just going to be like, all right, who's more, adapted at fighting the Ditto? And despite all, everything we talked about earlier, ShinyMark has really shown his grit right now.
I mean, we can be real here. This is about who presses the big green button better. It's like both of them are going for the nairs and the downers in the same spots, right? It's basically on who happened to call it out first. The conditions on the high recoveries are scary, though, and ShinyMark is actually doing a solid job of holding us like a % lead here in this Ditto.
Yeah, that was actually really interesting. That kind of saved the quick attack for after ESAM used his, so that way you can be able to get the ledge trump. But going to be able to take the second stock first, and only at 57%, that's really not that bad. I mean, especially the way that the rat tends to live a little bit longer, and Pikachu can struggle to kill, kind of sometimes. I mean, right now, ShinyMark is going off. Holy.
Yeah.
No, he's looking real good right now. I mean, ShinyMark. Oh, gets a hard knockdown here. Oh, it doesn't. Dang, nice read.
Living! It's not as cool anymore.
I mean, that's true, though. Now, every combo definitely goes down at least like half in style. Wow.
Whoa!
Okay. That was kind of cool.
Yeah, not sure if he anticipated him to just jump there right there, or if he was maybe trying to fall through the platform at the forward area.
Oh my God!
He
What
was
is this
away. He was
gameplay?
taking time.
Up tilt, whack, whack, whack.
Well, I mean, hey, we gave a shout out to Spider-Man 3, and sometimes things are just as boring as that movie. So I mean, we gotta get past it. But no, so far these guys have actually been putting on a show with these Pikachu. It's actually been a lot of fun to watch how these guys are trying to find ways to each other's game plan. But a down there is gonna be able to clean that one right up. Going into a Game 5 situation, first set of our top 8.
Yeah, and we haven't really seen a lot of situations in sets, even with the best of threes, where it was like, there was some close ones, but not the level of back and forth that these two have had, even across the characters. And then the switch up to the Pikachu with the Ditto, where obviously, ESAM's got some experience in this, but it's still a Ditto. Sometimes you get into this mindset of, that's not what I would do, or that's not what I think they would do. And then you get hard punished for it anyways, and you just feel stupid. Like, there's not much you can really hard read on somebody a lot of times who's also a very talented Pikachu as well in ShinyMark, and I think ShinyMark threw him off a little bit. Is it a little bit too late? We'll see come Game 5, but honestly, how are y'all feeling? Because that looked pretty good on his part.
No, it looked really good. Again, the Ditto is so. I don't think anybody likes fighting the Ditto of any of their characters because
Not really.
most of the time, outside of a few, it's pretty feels kind of boring sometimes.
It's just like Ganondorf Dittos are like internal, and then
does ESAM potentially pick a different character here?
I don't think so.
People actually like Falcon Dittos.
Yeah, actually,
Falcon Dittos are fun.
yeah, people love Falcon Dittos.
Falcon Dittos are fun.
I'm like, y'all do the same combo for like.
Yeah, but it's so cool. Someone lands a knee.
Falcon is just chic with a knee. I don't know.
Falcon kills a little bit better.
This guy.
In this game, in this game, but.
Oh my God. I'm actually trying to think of other Dittos that people would find enjoyable in these.
I guess usually it's like
Piranha Plant.
Crom, right? It's like
Piranha Plant, kind of.
Yeah.
Piranha Plant
Cloud
Dittos are insane.
Cloud Dittos are hype.
Yo, Steve Dittos?
I'm good. I would simply just play outside.
That's actually right over
Dude,
there.
we're just playing Minecraft, man. Like,
Gentlemen's the double diamond is like the worst thing that I ever. Like, I actually want to get up off of the mic and just walk away when I see
I mean,
that
did you hear how dumb that sounded to say?
Yeah, Gentlemen's the double diamond.
Like, what?
If I didn't know any better,
like a
I'd say, is that like a football player or something? Like,
You know what? That might have been the same thing as like the GME. They're just working together to rise up together to get that money. All right, so we get into this next one. We got game number 5 here on Town and City. Obviously, there's not much difference between these two. Both of them have the same exact characters, so the stage works out. But it's going to be on who gets the KOs first. ShinyMark. Oh my God, he is haunting. Oh my God, ESAM, go to the bus up, go to sleep.
I don't know where to go from there, man. That was just absolute, surgical,
precision.
I mean, that was perfect, right? He got his double jump. He had to stub. Wait, he could have just done a raw B, I think. I think he might have been able to do it from there. But he's like, you know what? I think you're going to stub bash again, and in that time, I'm going to dunk you a second time.
That was crazy, man. That was just an absolute dismantling of that first stock. Happened all, in 15 seconds or something like that? But we're going to get into this next stock here. We're going to see if ESAM has something in the gas tank to try and find a way to turn this around. There's no more second chances. Not only are on the loser side of bracket, but this is potentially your last game if you don't turn this around. And right now, it's not looking too good, man. I mean, 57% in your second stock already. That's some good extra credit.
You see ESAM just trying to get himself back in the fray here, but ShinyMark's doing such a great job on him, like white on rice. Oh my goodness, the deep edge guard right there. That's gonna put ShinyMark up big here in a Game 5 set. Holy crap!
This is insane with a 2-stock lead now because ShinyMark can afford to go deep off stage and throw a stock for the sake of a potential spike on ESAM. He could just give it away. So now ESAM has to be that much more careful to not make a mistake at ledge and potentially get put off stage.
Yeah, there's going to be a lot of T-jolts coming up in our future. That's definitely for sure.
We definitely gotta try to slow it down. You gotta see what you can do to get yourself back in this. Now, of course, we have to mention, right? You have the same options here, but you know, ESAM still has some bags in his, or still has some tricks in his bag.
That's
I should say, right? So yeah, that's a start. He gets a hit there. Gonna need what does Lil Wayne say? You gotta be tougher than Nigerian hair.
Yes.
Right? Like you really gotta stay in there, buddy.
Nigerian hair. All right, so Fireman.
We've been like the worst acapella group all night. That's all I'm going to say.
All right, ESAM in danger of losing things here. Goes for the back throw immediately to try to generate some stage positioning in this. Wait a second.
Hey, look, sometimes you need the stage to give you a little bit of assistance, and if ESAM could have found that forwarder after that jump, that would have been incredible. We have seen ESAM, like,
hello?
He is a ranked player for a reason, but he's still looking down the end of like a gun barrel right now. He has no other mistakes. If ShinyMark finally calls the trigger on the right call, and that is the forward air, he's going to end the set. I can already see it in chat. Yo, ShinyMark best Pikachu? Like,
dude, I was thinking, I'm like, I'm not going to say it.
it's gonna happen.
Yeah, you willed it
happen.
into existence now, man.
I
You could've
didn't
just
will
let it go.
anything.
You
They
could've
would have
just let it go.
definitely said it still.
Oh,
it was
my God.
one ditto, and it don't mean everything, but that is a W in the books for ShinyMark, and that is a big one, if I must say so. He's got to be feeling good about that.
I would love to go back to that first stock again. For the
Yeah,
last
same.
one.
Oh my God, yeah.
Because that's exactly
first
this.
stock.
It's a Game 5 set. Obviously, you know you're going up against a household name player, and you got to come out the gates making a statement.
Correct.
Yes.
First stock of the last game. Yeah.
Yeah. Let's take a look here. No, I meant of Game
not that
5.
one.
I meant of Game 5.
Yeah, like
All right, we're all on the same page here.
Hey!
Yeah, because look at this. It started off at like just 30 in this situation here, right? And then
Drag
all of a
down,
sudden, it was just, you could not go anywhere. You could not escape. We get the first spike, right? Drags him down, forward air, and then
Oh
we
my
all know what
God.
happens after this.
The option coverage from him, the single hit jab to force the situations before,
God.
and it covered everything. There was just like, outside of ESAM deciding to go, okay, I'm going to quick attack like really high above you, that was pretty much
But this
it.
is the key moment, right? Like this is the bad play from ESAM, I think. I think Skull Bash is the only thing that he can react to and dunk here. If he had just gone for a quick attack out of Hitsun here, I think ESAM would have been fine.
I think what jailed him is the fact that he immediately wasted his double jump.
Right.
Yeah.
Right there, when you saw that ShinyMark was definitely trying to, you know, double dip right there.
Might have been
I think, like you
potentially-
said, if he
I was
just
right
like,
there.
if he went up and then immediately back up again, he probably could have made it back. But you know, that is then and this is now, and that's exactly the foot you want to start off with again to start a Game 5 set. Make a statement. Gotta get in your opponent's head a bit. Shell shock him a little bit.
Yep.
So
I mean, that
that's-
was definitely some shell shocking.
yeah.
that was crazy.
If Pikachu had a shell, I imagine it would be shaking in it, but that's not the
Did
case.
you know that like a turtle shell is like part of its body?
Yeah.
A lot of people don't know that, man. You can't take them off. It's not
But
like a
do you know
lizard
the
in
name
shell.
of? Never mind. But